Hello there, it's Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astro-Numerologist. Welcome to Star Codes. This is the Astro-Numerology forecast where we look at an upcoming event in the stars and numbers. And in this case, it's the Leo full moon happening on February 16th. And what's so amazing is that on that very day, Venus and Mars will be joined together in a conjunction at 16 degrees. And it's happening February 16th. So we have a triple 16 code, and 16 is one of the big numbers of intuition. It basically confirms that unless you listen to your intuition, it's very difficult to navigate unexpected events or challenges or even dangers. So in a way, it's your weather report on what's going on. It's a warning system and it's an inspirational system. And 16 is all about that ability to listen. So this full moon in Leo, of course, governs the heart, because Leo in astrology is connected to that part of our physical body. So there's going to be a lot of heart opening, open-hearted awareness. And if you watched my Merlin video on the open-hearted path, this really was a preview, a preparation really for this Leo full moon. Now it happens on the 16th of February at 4:56 p.m. Universal Time in London, which is 11:56 a.m. New York Eastern Time and 8:56 a.m. Pacific Time in Los Angeles. And of course, you don't need to be a Leo to benefit from this forecast, because you have Leo somewhere in your astrology birth chart. You have all signs, you have 12 houses, all planets. So somewhere in your chart, this full moon is taking place, with the sun at 27 degrees Aquarius opposite the moon at 27 degrees in Leo. Now, Leo is ruled by the sun and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So when we have a Leo full moon, we have both light bodies activated. So Leo governs joy, entertainment, enthusiasm, childlike expression. It's considered the royal sign because of the lion. Also, the lion is the king of the jungle. And of course, it's ruled by a star, not a planet, the only sign to do so. So Leo really inspires from a platform, from a stage. It's about owning your destiny and expressing your destiny. So it's a very creative sign as well. It wants you to perform your purpose. So activate your purpose in a way that you really demonstrate your joy and enthusiasm and passion for why you're here. So the sun and moon are at 27 degrees, moon in Leo, sun in Aquarius, and the moon is forming a quincunx 150 degrees to Pluto at 27 degrees in Capricorn. Now that degree number is going to become very important as we move into February, because the Pluto return for the US is exactly on that degree, 27 degrees Capricorn. So this Leo full moon, a few days before that return, which happens on February 20th, 4 days later, is activating everything regarding Pluto as well. And 27 degrees and Pluto are very connected, because 27 degrees is really about endings and a rebirth, letting go, purging, and Pluto governs purging, empowerment through rebirth. So there will be a sense of letting go of something in your life, and only you know what that is. It will be connected to how you feel, how your heart is synchronizing with either info or relationships or some kind of project you're working on, or health. Something is needing to be recalibrated, let go, purged. And it doesn't just happen around the full moon. It literally can happen prior to the full moon and after the full moon, because like I said, Pluto has been activated already and will continue to be activated. Now, Aquarius, where the sun is all about freedom. So as we let go, we will be lightened up, and then the ability to feel free, to have courage, to move forward. Courage governing the heart. The word cœur in French means heart. So courage is being open-hearted, just like the open-hearted path. And it infuses you with a fearlessness so that the passion and enthusiasm have a free flow. So saying no to anything that is formally intimidating you, so manipulating you, programming you, right? Again, you're purging everything that is not allowing you to lighten up here. And so you want to say yes to where your intuition, this number 16 for every 16th, and that conjunction at 16 degrees with Venus and Mars, the divine feminine, sacred masculine, right? The left and right. All of that is about tuning into your inner compass. Your inner compass is your key to freedom. When you listen, you don't have to figure out what to do, right? Yes, you still need your mind for practical matters, but your intuition will always guide you first to the solution. So when you're already in the flow, you're engaging with that incredible vitality, life itself. And the source of all life is creation, is to be creative and having fun in that process. And that is Leo. Leo is the creatively fun, passionate sign. So when you align with fun and you allow yourself to have that flow of creation, life gives you everything you need. Everything that you desire is actually going to appear. Now, Leo, being the lion, the king of the jungle, reminds you that you're here for a specific reason. You have a way to take leadership in your life. And Leo is very generous. So when you attune to whatever that thing is, that mission is, you give of yourself, you share, right? It is the royal sign, and the highest vibration of royalty is to create the most bountiful life for everyone to partake in, and to be there to settle disputes, to guide, but not to disempower, right? So it is all about empowerment, just like Pluto is about transformation, which leads to inner empowerment, as opposed to disempowerment and power over others, which is the shadow side. So Leo gives, and giving is how you switch off self-centeredness. Giving is how you true giving from the heart, not giving in order to somehow wish that your karma was somehow balanced out. So ulterior motive giving, that's not what this is about. It's truly giving from the heart. And when you do that, you're not centered on self anymore. So self-centeredness goes out the window, and you join unified consciousness, unity consciousness, love, everything that is about gratitude and sharing. And so Leo loves to give, and it is a way to turn around from this very limited, egocentric, where there are many limitations and boundaries that are set up, and there's not a sense of you being divine or feeling divine, right? Having the world as your oyster. That then gets switched off when you move into that joyful sense of giving. So Leo ignites that. Leo ignites the yearning within all of us to be generous and to trust in the goodness of life, and to trust it so deeply that you express the goodness of life. So the trust itself ignites your passion to express the goodness that you feel when you're in that place. And you trust life itself, the universe itself, to take care of you. You don't doubt that, which means you're enabled to take risks, which is the Aquarius side of this full moon, where the sun is the risk-taking, the breakthroughs, the freedom, the liberation. So you also trust that giving and gratitude are truly the only way to live, that loving is the key to life itself, that life is good. And life unfolds beautifully when you align with that message, when you align with that goodness. Now, your life is already unfolding every moment of the day, and giving will align you immediately with that unfolding of life. So when you are in gratitude, when you want to be of service, that alignment draws abundance and courage to you and gives you everything you need to move forward in that regard. So you magnetically draw goodness to you when you are aligned to the natural goodness of life. When you trust it, when you allow the flow to just bring you what it is that you are focused on. Remember, the frequency is the key here. And I've mentioned this in many other forecasts, where you want to focus on a frequency as opposed to the outcome. The outcome is not known. It's the unknown. It's the great unknown. But the frequency is not. So we need to allow whatever is meant to unfold naturally, not to assume you know what the destination actually looks like. You can only feel your way into the frequency of what it is you're seeking. And the frequency can be anything. It can be awareness, joy, abundance, peace. Really, there's so many frequencies that you can attune to. And so when we are in that place of romancing life, having fun with life, generosity, celebration, fun, enthusiasm, we have a natural joie de vivre that propels us forward, right? We then are naturally in integrity. We are not manipulating. We are not protecting for the sake of not letting people in. It's just a liberation from stagnation, basically. And when your day is flowing like this, and one thing moves to the next naturally, and you're not pushing, you actually are you're allowing life to happen. And this is really the gift, right? And then when things happen out of the blue through the Aquarian energy, you're okay. And out of the blue is such a great term anyway, because our planet is blue, the water is blue, the sky is blue. When you look at a mountain range in the distance, it often looks blue. There's a blue hue to it. So out of the blue experiences really open our heart. They allow our heart to navigate our life, because our mind cannot figure out the plan, right? When something happens out of the blue, we've got to be very intuitive. And so the heart is your gateway. And because Leo governs the heart, there is a really big call to action now to feel your way into your day-to-day activities. Now, if there's a lot going on around you, it's very important to take that time to regenerate. So if you are an empath, you especially need time alone in order to just replenish and stay in a place of peace, so you're not pulled into the vortex, into the rabbit hole. So this is a wonderful time to just practice those important moments in your life, to really listen. That's the number 16. 16 wants you to observe acutely so that you're not caught off guard, right? There's a difference between something happening out of the blue that you deal with than being caught off guard because you're not stable, right? Naturally in a very inner peace, naturally in a place where you feel that inner peace. So really it's about resonating to the beat of the rhythm of your heart, your heartbeat. Focus on that natural pulse, the heartbeat itself, the flow of life that has a natural pulse like the sine wave, and it steers you to the next moment naturally. and the next moment, and so on. And if you are then in resonance with your heart, and I'm calling 2022 the year of resonance, this is one of those amazing moments during the year where we are learning to resonate. And keep in mind that we're in 2022, and we always have the ebb and flow. So when there's a heartbeat, there's two sounds, da-dum, ba-dum. And so 2 represents that masculine, feminine, the back and forth, the to and fro, the up and down. And so in February, the second month, we have that even more activated. And then we get into February 20th, which I will do a Star Code podcast on shortly, which is the Pluto return, and that adds another 2 into the equation. So 2 is really the key number of the whole year. And in February, it's very much activated. So when you align to this natural pulse that is taking you from moment to moment as you breathe in and out, another 2, right? Breathing in, breathing out. When you align with that, you are in resonance with your heart, and the heart is obviously connected to Source, is in resonance with Source. So that's one of the core messages of this full moon, and it's really a special one. 27 itself, 27 degrees for this full moon, is a number of unconditional love, which aligns with the heart, of course, as well. So have an incredible full moon, and definitely go discover your own code, your own star code, which was born at the moment that you took your first breath. And that is, of course, your birthday, your birth time, your birthplace, and your birth certificate name also figures into your code. And I've created a free masterclass for you at starcodeclass.com, where you can dive into your code and anybody else's code, understand them better, but certainly understand yourself better, what your destiny is, what your life purpose is, and so much more. Plus, there's a handout for you as well. So enjoy that free masterclass at starcodeclass.com. And I wish you a wonderful Leo full moon. Lots of love.